and Now biscuits.
Petroleum Minister addressed landowners' concern. Kerowagi District's massive 3.4 million Kina school fee relief. And 14 to be sent to Australia under Labour program. A very good evening. This is National Emtv News. I'm Natasha Voy. Thank you for joining us. Following the concerns raised by Kutubu landowners on the ministerial determination, Petroleum Minister Jimmy Maladina has clarified that his office and the department are working diligently to address the concerns of all parties.
Minister Maladina said they are taking a careful and balanced approach that upholds legal integrity and safeguards the interest of all stakeholders. He made this statement after two parties of landowners from Kutubu raised their concerns on the ministerial determination. Landowner leaders and representatives of Fasu and Foya of Kutubu have petitioned the government on Monday to revoke the ministerial determination, while the clan members of Kutubu PDL2 called on the Minister for Petroleum to implement the ministerial determination as soon as possible. Minister Maladina said there used to be a formula to distribute the benefits from the Kutubu project, but when the determination came forward, those distribution benefits were suspended. He further explained his stance on this matter.
My dilemma is that I have one faction saying that we should continue with the previous distribution formula, that everybody gets equal shares in all the LLGs within the project area, not only the PDL block areas. The new determination says no. We still keep we recognize all the landowners, but we're redistributing the benefits 80 to 20%. 80% to the real impacted areas on the PDL blocks, and then 20% to the outer side, outside the PDL. Is that correct, Secretary? So I have a dilemma. Which side do I, as a government, we take? We support the determination and the new determination, or we still base our formulas in the prior to the determination.
He appealed to both parties to remain calm as the government will find the best way to address this matter.
Which formula does the government has to accept? And that's why I'm asking the landowners from both sides, bear with the government and we will find a way forward, because both of them have a good case. But the law as it stands says that the determination stands as it is. So that's my dilemma. So we will find a way forward, and I will announce it by next week. Hopefully by Monday, we will announce what's the way forward, and I'm appealing to both parties to please remain calm.
Minister Maladina calls on both parties for their patience and cooperation by assuring them that his office will remain fully committed to ensuring a fair and lawful resolution. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
Landowners in Morobe's Huon Gulf district have made a call for transparency over the dealings of the Wafi-Golpu mining project. The call was made following an announcement to have the finalized special mining lease.
Representing his community, the chairman of Porenan Charunchon Incorporated Land Group of Wampar, John Marib, has called for transparency with matters relating to the Wafi-Golpu mining project. He said he has seen in the media talks of the finalizing of the special mining lease, SML-10, but the principal landowner has not yet been declared.
Me, Sanabloya, me talked on behalf of Porenan Charunchon Nogabansis, Incorporated Land Group with Chairman, namito ko sa Papua New Guinea na mi blogger people nagla look forward lo government must declare landowner blow Wafi straight before they make him on Arab dealings again. All Moravian people too, like Sabu said and Papa Ground. Na country too, like Sabu said and Papa Ground. Now on Arab dealings, was an MDC, mining development contract, or any other signings, blow documents, and make him a must. Papa Ground must start inside one time, na looking, na namel emit, one time investors.
John Marib said, as customary landowners of one of the impacted and affected communities, they expect to be included and have a voice in any important decision-making process and made aware of impacts they may have.
Was an issue blow any resource, marine resource or logging resource or fishery resource or mining resources, mipla or landowner, mipla like mipla government, mipla maki mipla member blow mipla. Lo come down na look do mipla people na understanding mipla na kasi maybe blow mipla go straight na talk or something lo mipla na kasi come back straight lo mipla rather than you start solo must be or you start one up na you talk la high level na mipla people look
Mr. Marib emphasized that the people do not want to be faced with landowner issues after the mine is in operation, as experienced in other parts of the country. A further call was made to all district members of Morobe to work together to ensure maximum benefit for the people.
Unity and start at the national level, na by miluglo national level. Unity and start out in Laos dua, na go provincial level too. Any mining come up or any resources inside the one district, you play over the MPs blow one district must boom one time. Na walk boom one time help him not district blipla support you me. I'm now na by me, but the province but they go.
Jessica Nui, National Emtv News, Leh.
The Kerowagi district has announced a massive 3.4 million kina relief for school fees for the tertiary students in the electorate.
Mr. Siune said during a press conference at the Parliament House that 3.4 million kina school fee assistance will be drawn from the district funds to help the students.
Actually, it will depend on human resources. Kerowagi will feel that we feel responsible to support the student in this course, so they can able to access to better education. So it's part of the investment that we'll put in Martin along this year. Our warrant number the release, so I'm releasing before of this month. People will start to pay the money into your respective institutional accounts. So from there you can access. So if you pay some lab stuff, you can complete it. Some you pay penis, some legas, some help scheme about stuff. You can buy your stationery, your computer.
Mr. Siune, who is also the Vice Minister for Public Service, said the district had been giving school fee assistance since 2023, and the success of the program has encouraged them to continue the support, but with even bigger funding for 2025.
Working coordinating all programs now working because they did it properly. Last time you look him now, actually all Karem name come namla put him all treasury line put him in salon accounts all schools now universities in the colleges now. It was well done. Now no West States no abuse misuse now. Corruption in Salon. Me just talk 10 kilo all these communities. I know in the next 5 to 10 years time we have to have some good number of Kerowagi educated population in Kerowagi, so we'll start to increase by some percentage and reduce the uneducated population by some percentage.
A total of 1,471 students will benefit from this support, which will see each student receive 2,500 kina each. Meanwhile, the local member is also keen to provide funding for other key areas of development for the district, such as law and order and SME.
I think by March, by conducting SME cooperation, we're going to conduct him financial literacy courses. It's going to take 1 week now, give them the basics of how to run business. In the next years to come, I think will create naturally good citizen, naturally law-abiding citizen.
Pakatambua, National Emtv News.
Chairman of the Jiwaka Provincial Education Board and advisor Andrew Cook warned public schools in Jiwaka province against charging parents any forms of fees or project fee. The chairman made this statement supporting the announcement made by the Education Minister and the Education Secretary last month on tuition fees.
I would like to appeal to all the parents and schools in the province, in particular the principals, Board of Governors, Board of Management. This division aligns itself with the Department of Education and the Government of Papua New Guinea. There's one policy that we all have to adhere to is not to collect fees from parents.
He said this included boarding and lodge fee for high schools, secondary and TVET institutions. Mr. Cook said the Jiwaka Education Board will strongly comply with the directive issued by the Department of Education. He further added that Provincial Education Board will approve and give directive to schools with intended projects.
Any fees that are to be charged in the schools, I would like to support the call that has been made by the Secretary of Education, Dr. Kombra. Schools should outline the projects for the schools, project identification as to how much money it will cost, and if there is a need to charge the students to pay project fees, it will all come through the Provincial Education Board.
Meanwhile, the advisor further noted on students transferring in from outside of the province. Governor for Medang Province, Ramsey Pariwa, has strongly called on older generation of men in the Transgogol local level government area in Medang to stop and abstain from practicing the belief of cult or black magic.
Medang Governor Ramsey Pariwa, in his recent visit to Bemal village in Ward 4 of Transgogol local level government, appealed to the people to stop cult practices. He said the cult practices is already influencing youths to carry bush knives around in gangs referred to as cuttings and causing barbaric killings, and is causing fear in many communities in Transgogol LLG. It said the evil activities of cuttings has also disrupted the flow of basic government services such as health and education into many places in Transgogol.
Sa tingtingnya, M2 M na strong M sarip na naip na. Lusin this la. Kan saya stop im education service lo. Health service lo come up. Road lo come up. Because you only naip ken na.
Governor Pariwa said the influence of cult practices has triggered barbaric killings in Transgogol and has spread in Rai Coast, Medang, Sumkar, and also influenced the infamous Etwara gang in Nayudo LLG of Rai Coast district. He said when the cuttings is stopped in Transgogol, then other places in Medang would stop the bad practices.
Transgogol and head blow. Transgogol make him olim knife now. Now all Bugatti olim knife. All North Coast olim knife. All Ogia now Sumkar to olim knife. All Etwara gang olim knife. Rai Coast Antaria. And because Jimmy make him now all talk said, look him low in olim all. But two can olim. So now Jimmy says something, me believe what Madam Basilis.
The Medang Rural Police Commander, Senior Inspector Peter Gorek, who accompanied Governor Pariwa to Bemal village last Friday, also called on the old people who possess spells in their possessions to surrender it.
Operation the police no Medang people call him sign up. No got time, make it something straight. Osana, all papa, all tumuna, you should start no push, now you should work him private business blow you. One block target, you should plan him. One block hour, you put him up. You man blow, you win him skin away. You should work with him. Me challenging you now. You like him, that's the road he come, that's the must go. You like him plus change, that's the must go.
The governor was at Bemal Village in Ward 4 of Trans-Gogol local level government to discuss way forward for a new Trans-Gogol TRP Landowners Association. Louis Maingu, National Emtv News.
National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Now chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
It's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rules. Is this the place to go? Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to go? Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Is this the place to go? Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theodist for all your school stationery. As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, ECIPIC Governor Alan Bird donates to the ECIPIC athletes.
We had a program since I first became governor to try and support all the sports.
And CRU's Valley Hunters prepare for the 2025 season. Sports Scene, this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National Emtv News. Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Kachenko revealed his department will continue its renovation of Papua New Guinea's embassies and high commissions abroad.
Responding to MTV News, Minister Kachenko said his department has completed renovation of the embassy in Jakarta, Indonesia, as well as the consulate in Jayapura in 2024. The department is targeting other foreign missions in 2025.
Most of these properties have been completely run down over previous government's neglect. We've also started on New Zealand, Fiji, and Australia with all the concept scopes of works, architectural designs, everything put in place, and also Washington DC and the UK. So we're very busy there. The issue is when it comes down to ensuring we follow the regulations and the proper permits and approvals from all the different countries are different when it comes to construction, renovation and building. So we have to make sure we do the right thing and have a qualified architect and project manager for in each country.
The minister said the government has also replaced all vehicles that have been used by the embassies.
Also, last year, refleeted nearly 80% of our embassies and missions overseas with brand new vehicles. Most of those vehicles that all the embassies and missions had were over 12 years old and not even replaced.
Meanwhile, the minister also highlighted on the foreign policy white paper, which will be tabled in Parliament in April. He said the policy was important as PNG needs to make a stand as a major part of the Pacific and Southeast Asia. Pakatambua, National Emtv News.
On behalf of the government and people of Papua New Guinea, Prime Minister James Marape extends his congratulations to Jotam Napat on his election as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Vanuatu yesterday.
Prime Minister Marape acknowledges the enduring relationship between Papua New Guinea and Vanuatu built upon shared Melanesian heritage, cultural bonds and a mutual commitment to regional collaboration. Papua New Guinea and Vanuatu have long stood together as brothers in the Melanesian family, striving for regional peace, economic prosperity and a unified Pacific voice on the global stage. Prime Minister Marape said he looked forward to working closely with Prime Minister Napat to further strengthen our bilateral relations and advance our shared aspirations. He also expressed gratitude to outgoing Prime Minister Kalot Salwai for his dedicated service and reaffirmed his intention to collaborate with Prime Minister Napat. Prime Minister reaffirmed PNG's commitment to supporting Vanuatu in its recovery and long-term development efforts, especially in the aftermath of recent natural disasters. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
Transparency International PNG launched the results of the 2024 Corruption Perceptions Index, a survey that scores countries and territories based on how corrupt their public sector is perceived to be. For this, countries are scored on a scale of 0 to 100, with 100 being very clean and 0 being highly corrupt. Papua New Guinea scored 31 out of 100. Now, the scores reflect the surveyed views of economic experts and business people, not the general public. Papua New Guinea scored 31 out of 100 for 2024 and scored 29 out of 100 in 2023. While this indicates a slight improvement, it still reflects a high perceived risk of encountering corruption in interactions with the public sector in the country. TIPNG Chairman Peter Aitsi called this a clear indicator that Papua New Guinea is failing to take action on corruption.
Fight corruption! Fight corruption! Fight corruption!
Mr. Aitsi highlighted that millions are still being stolen through various means, robbing the public and preventing them from accessing essential services such as quality education and health. It also reduces economic and income opportunities and undermines trust in the government. He alluded to the recent Financial Action Task Force grey listing as a dire consequence of the lack of progress in addressing corruption. TIPNG now calls for action and for the PNG government to demonstrate its firm and unwavering commitment by giving full authority and mandate to the national anti-corruption agencies. Secondly, by strengthening and fully resourcing integrity institutions and taking actions to implement the Financial Action Task Force recommendations, among others. City Pharmacy Limited Foundation renewed its support to Bukbilong Pikinini with over 100,000 kina donation to continue funding the Tatana Library Learning Center for another 3 years.
Since CPL support in 2014, in a heartfelt opening, Lian Rison, BBP's executive officer, expressed gratitude for the ongoing support which enables BBP to carry out its vital programs for the children of Tatana village. Stating with the continued partnership in ensuring the provision of free early childhood education and after-school programs that focus on phonics, reading development, problem solving, inclusive education, digital learning, and nutritional literacy. The donation will primarily fund a free early childhood education program, an after-school program, library resources to stock books, and other educational materials for students from the community to borrow and read. Sir Patel took a moment to celebrate the achievements of Tatana LLC, noting that over 600 students have graduated from the program and successfully transitioned into mainstream education since the inception. Claire Mauta, National Emtv News.
And now we take a look at the Nesfan market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2490 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2415, $0.3814 Australian dollars, €0.2258 euro, and 36.51 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower. Coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copper closed higher, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
It's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rule. Is this the place to go? Hey, moms and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to go? Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Is this the place to go? Ring, ring goes the bell.
Periodist for all your school stationery.
Tonight on Kai Time, we feature Burger Bros. We take a look at our food feature for this week. Alpha is our key ingredient for tonight's recipe. Plus, we cook up something nutritious and tasty. Join us at 7 p.m. tonight, right here on your number one to watch, Emtv.
You're watching National Emtv News. The PALM Scheme Early Childhood Education and Care will send 14 workers to Darwin, Australia to work under the Labour Mobility Unit this Friday and Saturday.
For most of the workers, this is a lifetime opportunity and they could not believe they will work in Australia for the next 6 months.
So it all started when we just had to fill up a response sheet, and some of us thought that we will not come this far.
Amini encouraged their fellow colleagues that the expectations will be high and they have to perform well with good attitude to pave way for other Papua New Guineans and Pacific Islands to work there as well. The Labour Mobility Unit Assistant Director, Esther Semo, said this is a new industry that PNG is stepping in to send workers to Australia. She highlighted the industries that Labour Mobility Unit has been sending workers under.
Agriculture, midwives, eggs care and the poultry.
Australian High Commissioner John Fix said PNG is the only country participating in this piloted program.
First overseas workers to be employed in Australia's early childhood sector through.
He added that such program will allow interconnections among the individuals and strengthen partnership between Australia and PNG.
That this initial deployment leads to full-time employment in Australia on a 4-year contract.
Lauren Jamal, National Emtv News.
Wabag Open member Dr. Lino Tom announced the completion of the Yaulukarin pilot tract yesterday after 3 years of road construction work. He highlighted that the final stretch of this road has been completed, connecting the Ayale Valley along the Wapenamanda electoral border with Wabag district. The local MP said this will be an alternate route for people living in Ayale Valley to access Wabag through Irelia or Lenki villages. Dr. Lino added that the Wabag District Development Authority will begin the gravelling of this pilot road project anytime soon. He went on to mention that the Yaulukarin Pilot Tract Road project is part of the Wabag District Rural Road Network program that aims to connect every tribe and people to the main national highway and service centres. The Mineral Resources Authority and the Department of National Planning and Monitoring launched a Women's Resource Centre and a double classroom yesterday for communities living within the footprint of the proposed Frida River mine border of East and West Sepik provinces.
The Women's Resource Centre is located at Ok Isai village in West Sepik province, while the double classroom is located at Paupe Primary School in the East Sepik province. Both projects have been funded under the national government's Public Investment Program, or PIP, for the Frida Mining Project at a cost of 1.45 million kina. The projects were delivered with partnership and support of the Frida River mine developer Penost Limited. The projects will benefit 7 villages along the footprint of the project. The Women's Resource Centre will be used to accommodate women's capacity building programs, including adult and financial literacy programs, amongst other community initiatives. A local women's representative, Martinaki, said women in the 7 communities were excited about the new resource center. She said the developer of the mine normally provide training programs which they often conduct in village houses and shift from village to village. With the new resource center, all of these activities will be held in the new center, which is convenient, especially logically. With the new resource center, all of these activities will be held in the new center, which is convenient. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
Anga Governor Sir Peter Ipatas addressed local landowners who protested over the relocation of the Wabag General Hospital yesterday. Awine Tribal Chief and spokesperson Michael Yalo outlined that the primary objective of the protest was in regards to the proposed relocation of the Wabag General Hospital to Sopas District Hospital. Yalo also questioned whether the proposed establishment of the commercial center venture, of which the relocation will be making way for, will benefit the landowners. In response to this, Sir Peter clarified that the Enga Provincial Health Authority will only transfer their staff to the state-of-the-art Billion Kina Enga Referral Hospital at Aipus and not the Sopas District Hospital. This was also confirmed by Deputy Provincial Administrator Dr. Londari Yamarak. Yamarak highlighted that the relocation was planned in advance back in 2009 when the construction of the Enga Provincial Hospital started at Aipus, just a few minutes' drive outside of the provincial capital. Meanwhile, the Enga governor also maintained that the transferring of the hospital is not for personal gain but collectively for the economic interest of the province. Sir Peter assured the Iwan landowners that the Enga provincial government will work closely with them and encourage them to be business partners in the establishment of the commercial centre. Jiwaka Census Coordinator Andrew Kombukon and his team presented the census report to Jiwaka Governor Simon Kawi and the Provincial Administrator Rick Hogan recently.
Census Steering Committee.
The Governor thanked the census team for completing the exercise despite funding setbacks. Mr. Kawi said census is an important exercise and is the cornerstone program for the government in budget planning. He reiterated that the exercise is also vital for Jiwaka as a new province for data collection. The Jiwaka Provincial Administrator Rick Hogan also commended the 648 enumerators engaged in the exercise, highlighting that the enumerators played a pivotal role for this, conducting interviews and collecting data in challenging conditions. Mr. Hogan calls on the National Census Office to speed up the outstanding payment for enumerators engaged in Jiwaka, along with service providers who are still awaiting payments. National Emtv News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello Better Banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari Bilong You.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Kids, I'm Steffi. Join me on Kids Corner for story time, simple and creative arts and crafts, career corner, nature time, field trips, and not forgetting our cartoons and children entertainment shows. Join me every weekdays from 3:30 to 5:30 for Kids Corner on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Up first, Cricket PNG has released their major international tournament marked on cricket's calendar.
Cricket PNG has released a statement indicating the dates of their major international tournament for this year. In April, PNG Garamoots will play in the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup EAP Division 1 qualifier in Japan. In June, PNG Lawas will host the PNG 50th Anniversary Pacific T20 Invitational Tournament in Port Moresby, and the following month, the Lawas will be taking part in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup EAP qualifier in Fiji. In August, the Barramandis will play in the ICC Men's Challenge League Round 2 in Jersey. After that, in October, they will be in the combined ICC Men's T20 World East Asia Pacific qualifier in Oman. And the Lawas will be playing in the ICC Women's Super League. Cricket PNG stated that these events are crucial for PNG's qualification for future ICC World Cups and for securing ongoing support and funding to develop the game further across the country. They said without sponsors, there are no organized trips for international competitions and games. Louis Mango, Trukai Sports.
Hidomo League was triumphant over their weekend match against the Pariroots brothers.
The Milimbe youths had outdone themselves over the weekend with a clean score of 15 points to 11 against the Roots brothers. Since participation in the JT's Cup competition, Hidomo landed its first win.
We were thrilled to have secured our first win on Justin Tatenko 9's tournament. Actually, for the under-20s, most of the boys are under-20s, so we decided to register one in the under-20s. 8 of our boys are featured in the Hidomo team. Basically, on the performance itself, it sort of brought back memories of the River Rice competition just a few weeks ago, where our performance was a bit scrappy, but we still managed to grab a win in that competition, that the tournament itself. Our defense wasn't solid, but our attacking play was on point and we were able to score some excellent tries.
The next match league is rescheduled to this Friday, the 14th.
In game, we are aiming to take things up a notch while maintaining the same spirit and enthusiasm that has carried the boys so far.
But then again, it's all about attitude, discipline, and staying focused. But with this mindset, I'm confident that we can secure another win this weekend.
Claire Mauta, Trukai Sports.
With just 5 days remaining, the PNG Pepes are set and gearing up to represent the country in the Pacific Oz Sports Netball Series in Australia.
During the farewell reception hosted by the Deputy Head of Mission, Dr. Joan Lones, Netball Federation President Ulato Ave said there is more opportunities in sport.
All these competitions happen not only for skill development, it's for improvement of lifestyle as well too. We've been doing that, trying to, as part of the board strategy, we've been trying to get our girls to move out from their comfort zones, to get out and participate hard and enjoy that partnership with the others and motivate them to improve their lifestyles as well. So that's one of the key strategies that we've been applied. So we thank.
She also encouraged and challenged the players.
And we are looking forward to play hard, but I'm also quietly confident with that we must win at least 1 or 2 games. In that, and I'm looking forward to that. Head coach and the team. It's a challenge now. I missed out on the last year one because I had other responsibilities. But I'm going there purposely to see Peppers win this time around. And I'd like to encourage our girls on our behalf, on the board's behalf, that we are behind you all.
She further acknowledged Pacific Oz Sports and Netball Australia for the initiative.
It's a great opportunity that we participate in elite sports. That's where our skill development comes in, and our learning, lifestyle learning comes in as well too. So on their behalf, I'd like to thank Australian government through the Pacific Oz Sports for giving us this opportunity to participate in the Pacific Netball Series.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
It's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rules. Is this the place to go? Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to go? Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Is this the place to go? Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist for all your school stationery.
Thursday on Sports Scene, ECPIC Governor Alan Bird donates to the ECPIC athletes.
We had a program since I first became governor to try and support all the sports.
And CRU's Valley Hunters prepare for the 2025 season. Sports Scene, this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, Emtv.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. AFL PNG continues to reach out to rural schools in the northern region.
Northern Region AFL Development Academic Coordinator Rogat George gave a brief on the progress.
Side on the Northern Region, it progressing well. Me plagat plenty picnic go take parts lo all on the travels to last year. All travel lo Queensland, Australia come. Then last year, in December, he got some all go down to Fiji, but unfortunately, got triple boys to solo lay and will make it through. Well, this triple boys also commitment blow. They are very talented, very skillful. All sabelo aublo talk, aublo arem talk, aublo make him something. The you talk all passing down is arem. Then no go chat and make instruction you give him.
He said many schools have shown interest in the program.
Participation on a picnic lole, me play grow in numbers. Me play start team lole, me play got 9 per region. Me play around him lay city alone, me play just passing over the school straight, over the school. Interest for picnic la grow big play. From last year, me play start move out go lo bulolo. Me play go lo bulolo, so give him numbers. Me play just very big numbers straight. All comes to big play interest like Isla sports. I'm coming to new play something lole. Even all teachers to all come. Some teachers also pilai lo long time na this like I know somebody. Me play go no look me play so all just ama straight and all talk thank you na.
He acknowledged the people behind the success.
First of all, me acknowledge our sponsors, the Paradise Foods, the Pacific Coast, Governor and the Pacific Sports.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Daytech 1 netball team is aiming for a place in the finals of the private company's netball competition.
Despite losing by 1 point against Hastings Deering, Daytech 1 team rep Sari Yamo said the team is confident.
So far, Division 10 games, the companies that we've been playing with, Credit Corp, Nespan, Hastings Deering, Daytech, that's the 2 other teams, but the only active ones that I can remember are the ones that I just said. So today's game that we had today with Hastings Deering, 6 players from Daytech and a full player from Hastings Deering. So far, the game turned out to be 1 point difference. Hastings Deering 9 and Daytech going over 8. So more or less like today's game was a loss for us, but we've been winning all other games and we've been topping the Division 10.
She said the team will work on mistakes and is looking forward to improve this weekend.
So Daytech Netball Club ladies have been a very strong team since the 2024 to 2025 season started. The commitment, today's commitment was not a turn-up due to the weather, I'll just say, as a prediction. But we've been 100% with our commitment. It's just today's commitment didn't turn out the way it is. But 6 players, it's always been a margin for our game, but today's game was a 1 point, so I will still give cheers to the ladies and encourage them to turn out for the games and look forward to the remaining games, and we'll look forward to the grand final.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NAS Fund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Tonight on Kai Time, we feature Burger Bros. We take a look at our food feature for this week. Alpha is our key ingredient for tonight's recipe. Plus, we cook up something nutritious and tasty. Join us at 7 p.m. tonight, right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Now looking at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City mostly sunny and fine. Daru mostly fine, sunny with chances of few afternoon showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema mostly fine to sunny, then becoming partly cloudy with afternoon few showers and drizzles. Alotau mostly fine and sunny to few showers and possible thunderstorm in the afternoon. And Popondetta, morning fog clearing to partly cloudy afternoon with some rain showers and thunderstorms. To the Momase region, Ley City partly sunny then becoming cloudy with evening rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang mostly fine to sunny with light showers and drizzles and possible thunderstorms. Wewak partly cloudy with rain showers and drizzles and thunderstorms. And Vanimo mostly fine to partly cloudy with some afternoon rain showers and thunderstorm. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau mostly fine and sunny, chances with a brief afternoon showers. Kavieng sunny to partly cloudy in the evening. Kokopo and Rabaul mostly fine and sunny. Kimbe partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka mostly fine and sunny. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly sunny, becoming cloudy in the afternoon with rain showers and thunderstorms. Goroka, Buns and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms. And Mendi, Tari and Wabag, sunny to partly cloudy with afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms. Now looking at the small ships forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Island. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters along warning areas. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milimbe Islands. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters along warning areas. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huen Gulf to Finchafan, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Finchafan to Vitiers Strait to CSC Long Island to Madang, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Madang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Island to East New Britain to Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of West New Britain, sees 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And now looking at the ocean forecast, Coral Sea sees moderate to rough, west to northwest winds of 20 to 25 knots, reaching 33 knots. Solomon Sea sees light north to northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees light northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. And the Pacific Ocean sees slight northeast to northerly winds of 10 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 12th of February 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.